I don't know if it's giving stud or just dirty. But anyways, I look a mess. But I'm finna rant about some. First of all, if you are a teacher or a manager of any sort, I feel like you shouldn't be having no miscellaneous conversation if the student or a person who's under your authority wants you for something or whatever, needs some type of instruction, a question, whatever the case may be. If they need your attention, I feel like you should be there and accounted for, period. Like, I just hate that. I hate when a teacher or a manager of some sort is having a whole conversation about some random and I gotta sit there and wait because I'm either paying to be in your presence or indirectly paying you. So you need to, like, get on your stop talking about whatever you're talking about because it don't matter. Like, you should be worried about me, trying to attend to me, because like I said, I'm either paying to be there or indirectly paying you. Another thing is, I know I'm not tripping, like, and beauty is subjective. Somebody could look at this and be like, not even that cute. That's fine. What do you look like? Anyways, I feel like when you're a pretty female, people will literally try to, like, knock you down more. They feel like, oh, because she's has an attractive outside, people probably already lift her up, or her life is already elevated enough, so let me just get on this or whatever. Like, let me just knock this down a few notches. Let me just do whatever I can to have something to say to her to bring her down, you know, because they already feel like you already up, so it don't matter. You got notches to go down. Like, you got confidence to lose, some happiness to lose. You got it to lose because you're cute, so you're probably already having it in every other area of life. That's me off. And I know I'm not tweaking about that because beauty is subjective, so that's one thing. But I seen like a comment on this before on TikTok, and that's when I really noticed, like, it's true. Like, I knew I wasn't tripping. Like, say if you come into work looking good as hell, dressed to the nines, you usually just come in looking average, bummy, whatever, and you've been doing your same the way that you've been doing it, like, the whole time you've been working there or whatever, and then all of a sudden the managers just start micromanaging, nitpicking, got something to say about everything you doing, and something is wrong. That's what it be. That's what it be. It be that hating that, it's hating that, but it's rooted in the fact that they think because you're beautiful, you don't have nothing else to stress about. And I know, again, that's a fact, because I done had so many conversations with people talking about my mental health, talking about how I might be at the time or I'm feeling down. And the first thing that they want to say is, why? You're so beautiful. You don't have it. What are you sad about? Like, what? What is my face? What does my outside anything have to do, my appearance have to do with why I'm sad? What? Only ugly people can, what? Like, what are you saying? What are you saying? I know there was one more thing, but I can't remember. It was probably about work. I'm pretty over that too. I can't wait to not have to work for anybody. I can't wait to have my own clients. I can't wait to have my own endeavors really carrying me through this life, because right now I'm dependent upon these outside things that I don't even want to be associated with, but I'm only I can't stress enough doing for money. So it's been my tip. Girls love Beyonce. Girls love to fuck with your conscience. Girls hate when niggas go. It's your girl Custom Zai back with another video. And today we are about to be starting. I definitely could have went. This is why I should have just can't multitask. Anyways, today we are about to be starting our tattooing journey. I've pretty much like made up my mind that I want to continue my education in art. I have a bachelor's of fine art with the concentration in illustration and a business minor. But But I would like to further my education in tattoo school. I know there's several ways to learn how to tattoo. You know, there's school, there's apprenticeships, and there's like just being self-taught. With being self-taught, a lot of people don't really respect that. Like, once you actually get on and like try to work in a shop, or even when you just be on your own, a lot of people don't respect the fact that you kind of, I don't know, it's really bootleg. Not to say that like you're not talented if you self-taught or whatever, because you could be hard, like, but you're not like, what's the word, a credible tattoo artist. That's just how people in that field look at you. So I scratched that off as an option because I don't want nobody to look at me as if I'm not that. The fuck? I mean, but once again, like I feel like I used to say I was self-taught with like art, with drawing, painting, all that in itself, but I went to school to be more credible, you feel me? And to like learn as much as you can the right ways. Like, yes, you can be self-taught, but that doesn't mean you're like technically trained. You know, you might have, like I said, bootlegs and stuff, and you don't even know it. You still hard, but you don't even know like what you missed out on learning. So I've decided that I want to go to tattoo school. But before I even like get to that, I want to build up my portfolio in just like flash tattoo design and just like drawing tattoo designs in general. I know for a fact that drawing tattoo designs and like drawing regular are completely different. Like the way that you do stuff, the line work, all of it is completely different because it's being made to go on skin type shit. So to begin my journey, I've already decided like what institution, all that type of stuff. I'm working towards all of that. But as far as just like building up my skill set and my knowledge about everything, I'm going to start working on a book, a tattoo book. So basically, y'all are about to come with me to go get a sketchbook that I'm going to use for my designs. Eventually the book is going to be like more official than just like a sketchbook, but I'm getting a sketchbook specifically for tattoo like designs. So yeah, so y'all are about to see me start do my first design in that book. Yeah, so finna go pick it up. I'm on my way to Walmart right now. I was finna go to Michael's, but that's doing a lot when all I need is a sketchbook, and I know they got them in Walmart, and it'll definitely be cheap, the cheapest option. So yeah. Okay, so we're in Walmart. Mixed media. I think I like this one. Alright, tattoo book. Alright, so I'm back home now. Everything is set up. So before I start, I just want to tell y'all a little bit about what I have going on. And yeah, so I started by just looking up, first of all, what flash tattoo designs are or whatever. So they're basically just like, say if you were to walk into a tattoo shop and you don't know exactly what you want, you don't have like any design in mind, you look at this book and just, pick something out. So I started looking at tips for what designs for those look like. I know I had said earlier that like regular drawing versus drawing for a tattoo is completely different, but with what I found so far, to me it seems like it's not as different as you think. Like the principles are still the same. It's just a different like concept, obviously, because it's going on a body, not a canvas. But the drawing principles are still the same. So for example, something was size matters. So like fill the location of the part of the body that you're putting a tattoo on, you want to think about it as like a regular composition. Obviously, it wouldn't be like a what's that, 1/3 rule or whatever. It wouldn't be like that because it's not like a flat canvas, it's a body part. So like certain tattoos should go on certain parts of the body because they feel it better, they flow better in that area, that type of thing. So that kind of goes for the location of the design. Basically just be mindful about where the design would go. And as a tattoo artist, like when you actually get in the seat to be the one to put the art on them, know when to tell them like, okay, that's not going to look right here. But being on the other side of the fence at one point, like getting a tattoo and kind of wonder like, why is this artist trying to basically tell me what to do? Like, what the hell? If I want it right here, if I feel like it looks right here, what does that have to do with you? Yeah, but it's still just, you know, it's principle, and honestly, they're trying to help you make it make sense, because over time you probably will look at it and be like, damn, this could be better. And if you see other people who did listen to the artist, you then probably compare it and be like, my shit is trash. So just sometimes perhaps you should listen to your tattoo artist. This is giving me a new respect for them in a way, because I kind of thought they were bitches sometimes, like how they would just, yeah, like kind of tell you what to do. But honestly, it's just like, you wouldn't feel that way if a waxer told you need to exfoliate. You know, like any other service you get, you wouldn't feel that way if like your mechanic told you stop driving over nails, you know? Like, so it's the same thing with the credibility of an artist. I'm an artist, so I would want my clients to take what I'm saying into perspective because I've studied for this, I've trained for this type. So yeah, next thing is, don't do too small of details, because over time the way that it heals is gonna start smudging all together. It's gonna look a mess. It's not gonna look good anymore if you add small details as you would on a canvas. So that's what I'm saying. There's the difference. There is the difference. Contrast goes a long way. This one stays consistent through, like, you know, drawing in general, and drawing for a tattoo. Darks, lights, always. But something with like drawing regular pieces or whatever, you don't want to get a how did my teacher be putting it? Like dark light. You don't want to have like that just pattern, because that's lame. That's not what you want to do. That's not P when you're drawing like regular. But for a tattoo design, I don't think they meant necessarily to like do that either, like dark light. Like still add some different like values or whatever, because that's going to add to the overall look of it. But just be mindful to like take it there with your tones. Don't do a bunch of mid-tones, and don't get intimidated when making the design on paper thinking, oh, this is just too dark, like, or these lights are just dumb light, like, because paper is different from people's skin. So my final thing to keep in mind as I'm doing these designs is simple, beastie, universal, and contrast. So flash designs are very simple. I should not have to sit for hours, and it's not one of them, you know? There's the difference. Think of it as a tattoo. Now, when you get like custom like designs that people come in wanting, like say if they wanted a portrait of a person, obviously that's going to be like something more complicated. But as far as like flash designs for what I'm doing right now, yes, it should be simple, beastie. So just hard, like off rip, when a person looks at it, it should be like, oh, like I want that, I could get that on myself, I could see that on myself. That's the next thing, universal. A lot of people should be able to see it on themselves. Like, it's a book, it's a flash tattoo design book for a whole bunch of people to look at and resonate with most of those people. So Yep, and then contrast, keep the dark darks, light lights. I wouldn't, the examples of designs that I saw, they didn't really have midtones. Like, it was all just black and white. So I'm not exactly sure if I'm gonna follow through with that. I think I am, cause yeah, like that's the point, I suppose. But yeah, not completely, but for the most part. But yeah. But if anything, it's just gonna be like 3 tones. I'm not gonna go super crazy with like hella shading. It shouldn't be like that. What I'm going to do is just to like, cause I don't have any like theme or anything for any of them. So what I'm gonna do is base it off of my current series that I'm working on. So I wanted to do 25 designs total, and I have 21 themes for my series. So I'm gonna just start off by doing designs for each one of those, and then once I get to the 22nd, I don't know, those will be wild cards. But for now, I'm doing tattoo designs based off of my series. So what does I'm gonna insert a picture of this painting. But it's titled Good Morning, and it is the fear of not waking up. So what does that look like as a tattoo? We finna find out. Hopefully y'all rock with this. Finna just put in a time lapse of me making it. And with that being said, I'm gonna see y'all on the next one when I get through with this.